Hey guys, this is Corvus95 here to give you my opinion on the 2018 UEFA World Cup qualifying groups. So, Group A here, we have Netherlands, France, Sweden, Bulgaria, Belarus, and Luxembourg. So, on paper, I'd say this is definitely the toughest group. Netherlands, France, Sweden, all recent World Cup qualifiers. So it's definitely going to be interesting to see which two automatically go through. Because I believe, no. So one team from each group automatically progresses to the World Cup. And then the 8 best placed second teams go into a playoff. And then the 4 winners of those playoff matches also go through to the World Cup along with Russia, who qualified as the hosts. So here we have the Netherlands. Now in Euro 2016 qualifying, they haven't been doing very well. They've only won 3 out of the 6 games they've played. Iceland actually topped their group, and Czech Republic are also ahead of them. They do have Turkey in that group, who I'm surprised they're so low as well. Latvia and Kazakhstan, of course, the lower teams in that group. But yeah, they haven't been doing that well, yet still somehow they're 5th ranked in the world. I'm assuming they've been doing well in friendlies against quite large teams. So they've got the top players in the Dutch team aging a bit, Van Persie, Robben, those sorts of players, but they have a very strong youth core. So you've got Depay, Wijnaldum, you've got Silson's quite young, isn't he, in the goal. Players like that. France, they haven't had to qualify for Euro 2016 as they're the hosts. So, and probably due to that, the 22nd ranked in the world, which I don't think is very fair. I think they're easily a top 10 team. They might be they're definitely top 5 in Europe, I'd say. Definitely better than England. So they have very good players at the minute. They're one of my favourites to win Euro 2016. So they've got Varane, they've got Zuma, they've got Lacazette, of course. Lyon just got beat 6-0 by Arsenal, but it was a friendly. Yes, majority of the Lyon team, very young French players. Of course, you've got some older ones, like the Nasris and Lloris as well in goal. Very good goalkeeper. Sweden, they are 33rd ranked team in the world, and in their Euro 2016 qualifying group, they are 2nd, just behind Austria, ahead of Russia, Montenegro, Liechtenstein, and Moldova. So they look like they'll probably qualify for that, 4 points ahead of Russia. And I can't see them making out of this group. It's definitely between Netherlands and France, unless Netherlands do as badly as they've been doing in the Euro 2016 group. I'm not sure. I would think Netherlands would be up there with France, but you never know. And then you have Bulgaria, Belarus, Luxembourg. 3 meh teams. Well, we'll see. 68th Bulgaria are. Just ahead of the Faroe Islands, who are 74th. I'll get back to Faroe Islands. Belarus 100th exactly in the world, and Luxembourg 146th. So I can't see any of those 3 really challenging for a playoff place. And if I had to make a prediction now, I'd say I expect France to win that group. I'm gonna go with the favourites and say Netherlands will get the second place. I'm not sure if they'll qualify for the playoffs. One team who finishes second will fail to qualify for the playoffs. So, yeah, I'd say France, Netherlands, Sweden, Bulgaria, Belarus, Luxembourg, in that order. Group B, so we have Portugal, who are the 7th highest ranked team in the world and have been doing... Where are they? They're top of their group for Euro qualifying, 12 points from 5 games. Head of Denmark, Albania, Armenia and Serbia. Serbia bottom. They had points deducted, I remember, against Albania. So Portugal should walk this group if they're on form. Ronaldo's going to be 34 32, 33 in the qualifying and then 34 at this World Cup. So probably his last tournament, unless he makes it a Euro 2020. So yeah, they're going to have to bring up someone to fill in for Ronaldo when Ronaldo's not performing aged like 32, 33, 34. I don't know if he'll still be at the calibre that he is now. So I could say Switzerland, who are in England's group, of course, for Euro 2016, second place, and are 18th ranked in the world. They've got Shaqiri, they've got Alaba, they've got... what's his name? Having a brain fart. Right, I can't remember his name, but Switzerland have a very good, reasonably young team, like 23, 24, a lot of the players are. Fabian Schär, of course, the career mode god. So I could actually see Switzerland pulling off an upset here. I don't know if it'll be an upset at the time, but in the here and now, I'd say it probably would be if Switzerland were to win this group, and that's what I'm going to predict. Hungary, we'll have here, they are 31st in the world. I don't know much about the Hungarian national team, I'll be truthful about that. They're third in their qualifying group, behind Romania and Northern Ireland, head of the Faroe Islands, Finland and Greece. So Hungary and Faroe Islands both in the same group for Euros and the World Cup. And see, I was going to predict the Faroe Islands to come ahead of Hungary because they've been quite good in their qualifying group for the Euros. But seeing that the Faroe Islands are below Hungary in the Euro qualifying group, I think I'm going to keep it that way. And Latvia and Andorra, of course. Andorra, bottom of their group, the Welsh group, with Belgium, Israel, Cyprus, Bosnia and Herzegovina. 0 points. And then Latvia. Where are Latvia? Can't say Latvia. I missed them. Alright, they're in Group A with Netherlands for the Euros. 3 points though from 6 games. Not looking good for them. Latvia 87th in the world and Andorra 202nd in the world, the worst in San Marino according to the FIFA World Rankings. So I can't see them getting any points, Andorra. So for Group B, I'm going to predict Switzerland will top the group because I don't think Ronaldo will still be as good as he is now, and he can't carry them through like he did for the 2014 World Cup with the hat-trick against Sweden in the qualifiers. Hungary 3rd, Faroe Islands 4th, Latvia 5th, Andorra 6th. On to Group C, Germany, 2nd highest ranked team in the world, current World Cup holders. Second in their group, of course, Scotland's group. Group D for Euro qualifying. Poland top it by 1 point ahead of Germany. Scotland in 3rd, Republic of Ireland 4th, Georgia 5th, Gibraltar on 0 points in 6th. They're not a FIFA member, of course, so they're not going to be qualifying for the World Cup. And Germany have Czech Republic, Northern Ireland, Norway, Azerbaijan, and San Marino. San Marino will start off at the bottom, 192nd in the world. They are bottom of England's group, of course. They have 1 point, of course. They got a draw against Estonia. That's the only draw in England's group for Euro qualifying. That's quite weird. So they're getting slightly better, but they're still not of the caliber of the other European teams. Maybe get a draw against possibly Azerbaijan or Norway, maybe Northern Ireland even, but they'll probably get walked over by Germany again, like they did. Was it 2010 World Cup qualifying when Germany won like 11-0? So, and Czech Republic don't have the same side that they used to. I mean, they've still got Perček, Thomas Rosicky, but they're in the 30s now, so they're going down in ability. I mean, they're still quality players, but the 2, 3, 4 players can't really carry a team through an entire qualification, and definitely not against Germany. Germany, very solid team, and so Germany are probably going to win this group. Let's check out Northern Ireland, how they're doing. Second in their group, ahead of Hungary, Faroe Islands, Finland, and Greece, just below Romania. That's a very good group, like quite even teams. Czech Republic 20th in the world, whereas Northern Ireland 37th. Czech Republic, of course, ahead of Netherlands in their group, and I think they'll come second in this group as well. Germany top, Czech Republic. Norway, of course, have the Real Madrid youngster superstar wonder kid, Martin Odegaard. So you'll be about 20 when this 19-ish when this World Cup rolls around. So he could be of a high caliber by then. You could be on the level of other European wonder kids who came about in like 19-20-year-olds. So I'm going to predict that Norway will finish ahead of Northern Ireland. I'm sorry, everyone in Northern Ireland, but I don't know why, I just have a feeling. Norway have quite a few young starlets coming through the ranks. So, yeah, I'm going to go Germany, Czech Republic, Norway, Northern Ireland, Azerbaijan, and San Marino. And I'm going to predict that San Marino will get at least 1 point in this group. Right, so on to Group D. So we have Wales, Austria, Serbia, Republic of Ireland, Moldova, and Georgia. So Wales, of course, top of their group for Euro qualifying, with ahead of Belgium, who they recently beat. Gareth Bale, their star man, but they also have like Aaron Ramsey, Ashley Williams in defence. They have a very solid core players. Be interesting to see where Wales will whether they'll continue to play Bale in a more advanced, almost striker role, or whether they'll shift him to the wing. I think that's the one thing Wales do need. They need a out-and-out striker to get them more goals. Because looking at, they've only scored 8 goals in qualifying so far. That's the joint second lowest in their Euro qualifying group. At the top of the group. So they're good defensively, but offensively don't have many goals in them. And that could cost them in this group. They also have Austria in this group, who top their group, of course, with Sweden, Russia, Montenegro, Liechtenstein, and Moldova for Euro qualifying. And they've scored 11 goals, conceded 2, similar to Wales in the amount of goals conceded. They're 15th in the world, joint with Slovakia. So I could see them pulling ahead here. Did I say that David Alaba was Swiss? He's not, is he? He's Austrian. Sorry about that. David Alba's Austrian. I got mixed up because of the red and white flags. Yeah, David Alba's Austrian. Shaqiri's Swiss, isn't he? And that's why I was having such a hard time remembering what players were Swiss. Anyway, so Austria. I can see them pulling ahead. Serbia, of course, won the Under-21 World Cup, was it? In New Zealand this summer. So those Under-21 players could fit right into the first team for this World Cup. So Serbia might jump up. Republic of Ireland, of course, near to England, and I'm not quite sure if I haven't heard much of any up and coming starlets from Ireland. I mean, they have Seamus Coleman, but he's 25 now, I think. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. I don't think they'll qualify. They might. You never know. Jack Grealish may become Irish national. Depends if he chooses England or Ireland. I think he's played for Ireland at under-21 and under-18 levels. So he could make a difference if he chooses Ireland. Moldova, Georgia. Moldova are bottom of their group with 2 points, same group as Austria. So they have some history facing Austria. And did they have they played yet? Yes, Austria beat them 2-1. Whereas Georgia, the lowest ranked team in this group, they are in Poland, Germany, Scotland, and Republic of Ireland's group. So they've played Republic of Ireland recently. And what was the result there? The result was Ireland won 2-1, it looks like. And then away, it hasn't been played yet. So looks like Republic of Ireland got one over on them in Euro qualifying. So I am going to predict that Serbia will win Group D. Wales will get second, due mainly to Ramsey Bale. Hopefully they get another attacker through in the years to come. Austria will come third, just behind Wales. There may be a bit of bias towards Wales, due to them being part of the UK. Ireland will come fourth with Moldova or Georgia. Let's have a look at the goals conceded. So Georgia have conceded 13, but they're in Poland, Germany's group. Whereas Moldova have conceded 9 in Austria, Sweden, and Russia. That looks like Moldova. Yeah, I'm going to go with Georgia in 5th and Moldova in 6th for that group. Group A. Romania, Denmark, Poland. I'm surprised Poland are pot 3 team. Montenegro, Armenia, and Kazakhstan. So a long journey for some countries to get to Kazakhstan. Anyway, Romania, they are extremely high ranks. They're 8th rank in the world, and I'm assuming that, yes, they're top of their group, Group F, for Euro 2016 qualifying, ahead of Northern Ireland, Hungary, Faroe Islands, Finland, and Greece. And I think that, let me just see, so Denmark are in Portugal's group for Euro qualifying, 2nd in that group. And I have a feeling Poland, of course, are top of their group for Euro qualifying, ahead of Germany. Lewandowski will be 27, 28-ish by this point. So, well, I think he's 25 now, if I remember rightly, so he'll be about 28. I think Poland will win this group. I don't think Romania can maintain the form they've been showing. recently, and it's quite an easy group they've had for Euro qualifying so far. And Greece have not been doing well. The one team you would expect to do quite well. Of course, there's always one quite big team who fails to compete. So I think Poland will top this group. I have a feeling that Denmark will get second. I'm going to put Romania in third, Montenegro fourth. Montenegro, of course, fourth in their Euro group so far. And then Armenia, Kazakhstan. How are they doing in their qualifying for the Euros? Armenia are fourth in their group. Portugal, Denmark, Albania, Armenia, Serbia. And are Kazakhstan even qualifying for Euros? No, yes they are. They're in Iceland, Czech Republic, Netherlands, Turkey, Latvia's group. So I'm going to say they've only got 1 point from that group though, whereas Armenia have got 1 point from their group with Portugal, Denmark. I'm going to say that they're going to be tied on points, but Armenia are going to finish 5th on goal difference ahead of Kazakhstan, who will finish 6th. Right, Group F. Group of my country, England, Slovakia, of course, Scotland, Slovenia, Lithuania, and Malta. So we have England, who are the 9th seed in the world. We are top of our group, unbeaten so far. Haven't even drawn a game yet. 15 goal difference. And we've got Switzerland, Slovenia, Estonia, Lithuania, San Marino. So 2 duplicates from the Euros. And we beat both of, well, obviously, but we quite convincingly beat Lithuania 4-0, and we only just edged out Slovenia 3-1 and 3-2. So closer games against Slovenia, and they're the 4th highest ranked team in this group, so that's quite worrying for England. But I think England will top this group. It's quite an easy group, I would say. England have had quite easy groups for the past couple of Euros and World Cups. So I before the draw happened, I wanted at least one big team in the group, and we didn't really get that. Let's have a look at Slovakia, since they're the 2nd highest ranked team in this group. Where are they? Where's their qualifying record? Slovakia, top of their group, ahead of Spain. They also haven't dropped a point in their group. It's very, very interesting. And Spain, Ukraine, Belarus, Macedonia, Luxembourg. I didn't know they were doing that well. Okay, that might be actually quite a tough game, that. Slovakia. And they beat Spain, so what was the result there? 2-1. Right. And England may not have such an easy job then. And of course the game against Scotland. Scotland are doing very well in their group with Poland, Germany. They're probably not going to automatically qualify, but they probably will now get the playoff spot in that group for Euros. And I think I'm going to go. Slovenia, of course, are in. I saw them before. They're in England's group, of course. I mentioned they're 3rd. Only just beat them, so I could see them pushing up. The Slovakia, Scotland, Slovenia, the 3 S's, they can be interchangeable by looking at the qualifying data for the Euros. Lithuania 6 points, but I think both of those were against San Marino. No, one was against San Marino, right? So I can't see Malta doing anything either, so I'm going to put Malta at bottom, Lithuania 5th. Am I going to be biased? if I was biased, I'd put Scotland in second. Scotland do have quite a few players coming through. Slovakia, though, I think are the strongest team out of those three, so I'm going to leave it as it is. England first, Slovakia second. They'll get through to the playoffs. Scotland third, Slovenia fourth, Lithuania fifth, and Malta sixth. Finally, on to the last three groups. So we have quite a tough group here. Group G: Spain, Italy, Albania, Israel, the former Yugoslav Republic of Macedonia, and Liechtenstein. Liechtenstein have 5 points from their group, Group G for Euros. They're getting better as a team, but I don't think they're there yet. Let's have a look at Macedonia. Macedonia have 3 points from Spain's group for the Euros, actually, quite interestingly. There's quite a few teams who have been playing each other recently who are in the World Cup qualifying group with the others. I'd say Macedonia's group, though, is a lot harder than Liechtenstein's group, so that could be why Liechtenstein have more points. So I think it's going to be quite close between those two for 5th place in that group. Israel, 3rd place in the Wales group, but joint on points with Cyprus. I think Israel are going to do okay, not great. Albania, I don't think they're going to do that well. They have quite a good team, a very cohesive team, of course, and I'm going to say that they're not going to do as well as they've been doing in Euro 2016 qualifying. So, Spain or Italy, which one's going to come out on top? Italy, of course, have some up-and-coming players like Verratti, Giaccherini. They have Daniel Regani, good defender for Empoli. I class him in a similar standard to John Stones. He's been an outstanding performer for a team that hasn't really been performing at the level they're expecting. So, of course, Everton are a much higher calibre team than Empoli. Empoli are trying to battle the relegation. So I think, and then Spain, of course, have abundance of talent, but haven't been doing very well. Got smashed in the World Cup last year, and aren't even top of their group for Group C in Euro qualifying. They're behind Slovakia. Only with that one loss to Slovakia, though, so they could still top that group. And I think that Spain are going to outdo Italy in the World Cup qualifying. I think Spain are going to win the group. Italy will come second. Israel will come third. Albania fourth. Macedonia fifth. And Liechtenstein sixth. Group H: Belgium, Bosnia and Herzegovina, or Herzegovina, Greece, Estonia, and Cyprus. Now, Greece have been doing really poorly in qualifying. They are 2 points behind Finland, Faroe Islands, and Hungary. Claudio Ranieri was their manager, the new Leicester manager, I believe, and he got sacked after the loss to the Faroe Islands. So I think they're going to continue their form, and I think they're going to come bottom of this group. It's a big call. I think Cyprus have been doing quite well in a group with Belgium and Bosnia and Herzegovina. They're ahead of them. So I think they could be the shock here. Bosnia and Herzegovina, Žeko will probably be retirement age around about 31, 32 by this point, so he might not be in the first team. They have quite a few up-and-coming players, but I don't think they're going to be as good as they have been in recent years, and I don't think they're going to make the playoffs. Estonia have been okay in England's group. They're on 7 points, just behind Slovenia. But I think I'm going to throw a curveball in here. I'm going to predict Belgium will win the group. Second will go to Cyprus. They might qualify for the playoffs. It depends on goal difference, and points, of course. I think third will go to Bosnia and Herzegovina. I think fourth will go to Estonia, and I think Greece will come last, 5th place in this group. Sorry, all the Greeks out there. And final group, Group I: Croatia, Iceland, Ukraine, Turkey, Finland. I can't believe Turkey a pot 4 seed for this. It was ridiculous. I saw them in pot 4. I was like, England must avoid Turkey. But this is a very interesting group, very competitive group. I think all the teams in this group could get to the playoffs or the automatic qualification place. So it's probably the hardest group to call. Iceland top their group ahead of Czech Republic and Netherlands and Turkey for the Euro qualifying. So that makes me think that Iceland, I don't know anything about the Iceland team apart from Gylfi Sigurdsson from Swansea. That makes me want to say they'll come ahead of Turkey, but I'm not sure. Turkey have a lot of young players coming through, and I don't know about Iceland. I'm not well caught up on Iceland. Ukraine, of course, are in Spain's group, 3rd place in that group, just behind Spain, but the 3 teams below them are on like 4 points max with Belarus. So I'm not sure how to think about them. They're a tough team to play, but yeah. Croatia, of course, qualified for the World Cup, got the first goal of the 2014 World Cup against Brazil from the Marcelo own goal, and they're ahead of Italy and Norway for their Euro 2016 group. Finland, they've got quite an up-and-coming squad as well, just behind Faroe Islands, ahead of Greece in Group F for Euro 2016, but I can't see them coming anywhere but 5th in this group. So Finland are 5th in this group, I think. I'm going to predict that the other 4 teams, any of them could come the top 2 spots. I'm going to predict Ukraine will come 4th. Iceland will come 3rd. Croatia will come 2nd, and Turkey will come 1st. Yeah. And so, going over the groups one more time. So, I predicted France to win Group A, Switzerland to win Group B, Germany to win Group C. I predicted Serbia, I believe, to win Group D, Poland to win Group E, England to win Group F, Spain to win Group G, Belgium to win Group H, and Turkey to win Group I. And that is Corvus 95's predictions for the qualification groups for the 2018 World Cup in Russia. So thank you for watching / listening. Drop a like below, subscribe if you want. Try and get to 10% of views as likes. So if 10% of people who watch this video like it, I'll be extremely happy with that. So thank you for watching, and goodbye.